Boop, boop. And start the recording. And good morning. We're roguing today. So it's the level portion with the dens of knives. We're going to be pretty much flying through everything. I mean, let's be fair. Rogue is illegal. That's the best way to say it. Kind of looking forward to the whole experience once again. And when we get one rank into sturdy and then 3 ranks into, well, that's actually 7 strikes. Now you want to stutter step because if you crit strike, you get more movement speed, and then already dens of knives, right? With the disciplined dens of knives for the more damage. That's it. It's already like the killer point spent, right? Obviously, we're gonna make this stronger, so that's gonna be a master. You get unstable elixirs. We're gonna get ourselves the enhanced concealment and some other shenanigans. But the main chill is going to be with the dance of knives. Good morning, Alex. Looking forward to this build. Been starting to progress through Torment 3. Yeah, I'm planning to do some Orphan Maker shenanigans, and I know you can definitely progress all the way to Pit 100 and beyond with Orphan Maker. It's just not the perfect farming build. However, I wonder if there's a way to actually take it a bit further than it has been taken so far. There are some intriguing implications on what you can do, and I think I get some good ideas, you know, overall, that I'm looking forward to. See if there's anything like related to chaotic powers that helps the rogue. What do we have? We got chaos. That would be chaotic burst. That would be chaotic burst, right? Those two both are kind of working. Alternating alterations wouldn't. Actually, you know, Power Siphon would kind of work because it's ideal 100% increased damage, right, with a core skill. So, but it reduces my current resource, but I don't actually use my current resource. However, this is sadly not, like, Dance of Knives sadly not a core skill, right? We could use Chaos Brew, chaotic cooldowns, Mark Guard. No, none of these is kind of like interesting. I'm gonna probably kind of use Chaos Brew to just move a bit faster over the battlefield. It should work. Good morning, Ibsit. I hope you're doing well. Pleasure. Swedish. Also, thank you very much for your subscription. Make greetings. Never sleep. Howdy. Well, looking forward to this. Euler. Greetings, my friend. We're going to be like a huge day ahead. I mean, we should be definitely reaching Torment tiers today. So that's the least of our issues, right? I mean, it's going to be quite quick and dirty. Is the Helltide up? Our question rather is, do you think we can already swap into a higher Torment tier with Dance of Knives? Or does Dance of Knife have to stay in this kind of difficulty? For this, we need to find out one thing. How easy it is to kill a Chaos Rift, right? Dystopia, good morning. Sorry for the late start, but the Spiritborn guide took quite a while. And I got stuck watching movies with my children yesterday. We're actually watching Raya and the Last Dragon for way too long. But the tiny humans didn't want to go to bed until they had finished their movie. Now, this is what I kind of... I mean, like, so we do the damage, right? But this is what I somewhat feared, that we would get to the point where, yes, I can kill things, but no, we're not killing them super fast, right? We're just killing them. Mainly because you can't focus the dude in the middle, right? So when you're throwing the knives, we can only hit everyone. Like if I want to kill the guy there, how am I going to do that, right? Gotta rotate and hope that he dies at some point. Difficult, so to say. You know what? Let's pull these two out. Put those in there. Then we're gonna run to the other area. Oh, is Rogue of 8 plus E-Golds? Oops. Dance into Orphan. Thank you for reminding me. Been a long day. Man's not getting older, only younger. Other way around. Are you in normal or hard? We start always in normal as a kind of gauging of how easy do you kill things, right? I think this is always what you should also do whenever you start a new class or whenever you think about like beginning with something. Like, how easy do you actually kill? The chaotic rifts. Because if you struggle with the chaotic rifts, that's what you're mainly going to do, right? I am mainly going to be busy trying to clear chaotic rifts. So if I now would struggle with said chaotic rifts, well, that would feel quite horrible, wouldn't it? I want to blast easily through them. Okay, with a shadow imbuement, this is kind of nasty what we're doing. Quite helpful. Forget to open up chests. Okay, we're getting like the imbuements going, right? Oh, isn't there like wait, isn't there a chaotic power for imbuements are stronger? Yeah, I need that one. Because that's imbuement or 40% stronger, which is surprisingly useful, right? Who does not want 40% stronger imbuements? Did I forget to shadow imbue that first? One down. Next one, come on. Got this, chat. We're quick. Tried Death Trap, but isn't a fan hit run and dash gameplay LvL strong? Dance of Knives is good right now. Dance of Knives. Death Trap is good. Like, the biggest problem is really that you need to hit and run. So it's literally like in the rogue power name, right? You need to do this hit and run weirdness. You need to like consistently dish dash out. Oh my lord, I am so stuck. You need to consistently dish dash out, and I really don't like that. Okay, I need to stop playing that potion, I think. When I really like to pop the potion and be faster, but not being able to spam your potion in these scenarios does feel plenty bad. Right? That's the thing. I couldn't just spam the potion now. Right? I needed to wait until my potion is up and running before it could go again. However, I like the bonus movement speed. We're gonna probably replace it through the actual power that I just talked about, right? Okay, we got one single item so far. Does that feel kind of robbed? You know? That feel kind of bad? If I now need my... shenanigans. Okay, we did some things. We slayed some harbingers. We have like 2 minutes. You know what? If I have 2 minutes, I might as well just try going through. I'm fast as fuck boy anyways, right? Like the advantage of rogue. Like you're gonna be zooming anyways. Might as well just keep on doing the do. There, Mullah view, what's going on? You're in the vertical stream, sir. There is also a horizontal stream. You just waltzed into the one that is vertical. Hope that helps. Sweet momentum. Ropes. I think we're gonna swap difficulty after I go back, finish the quest line. Then we're gonna swap over to the harder difficulty because I think Rogue can do it. So the chaotic rifts are falling somewhat swiftly. If I now get like the 40% more damage to imbued skills, right? We should be zooming. You can see where that is not gonna go hard. Anyone else don't get chaos material from dungeons? I get 400 to 600 per run at best. You need to open chaotic rifts, and then you need to get the buff. It's called abundant wibbity wobbity. And as soon as you get abundant wibbity wobbity, that's like your trick to then get way more Infernal Warp. Okay, but you gotta actually pay attention because the abundant wibbity wobbity will drop randomly behind you. And it might be that you're actually missing it because of that. Okay, because like it's gonna drop in one big splurge, and if you're zooting through the map like really quick, it might be that that big splurge just randomly pops out behind you, and you're just already in Narnia, right? And behind you suddenly drops all that stuff. Like my druid had that problem. I was zooming positively, right? I was absolutely flying through the enemies, and then I just walked past the drop, and it wouldn't be instantly picked up. You have to do everything again because you're playing normal, and you usually play hardcore. You have been robbed, sir.
I infiltrated it.
And not the good kind of robbed. Okay, I did not get the unpredictable alchemy because that is... now I have unpredictable alchemy. Thank you. So let's level this one up. Kick out the potion thingy because this one gives me 40% more damage to imbued skills. I mean, it also randomly imbues basic skills, but I'm not using any basic skills. Ultimate, you see there, partner? Okay, goal is clear this quest, teleport back to Karagar, and then we are gonna swap difficulty and try it out. Heard today, I'm very well. I was genuinely considering who should we play, right? Is it gonna be Rogue? Is it gonna be Barbarian? Well, like, am I gonna try another build on the Necromancer? So what is it like I want to do? I mean, we definitely have a hardcore challenge up and coming, and that's going to be Druid this season. I think that's going to be quite some fun. Looking forward to that because everything is going to be a bit slower, right? A bit more measured. I got to actually pay attention to the game. It's going to be intriguing. Oh, give me that. Almost didn't pick up the knife, huh? A fleeting horde compass this early. Shouldn't fleeting hordes be absolutely lovely on the rogue? But I'm probably going to wait until I get a key passive, right? Because if you get a key passive, that's going to be a big difference. There's a new Diablo update coming on Tuesday. Going to fix hordes somewhat. Need a little bit more movement speed. That would be great. Are you enjoying Diablo 4 so far? Always, sir. Always. It's going to be a bit rough with Barbarian this season because there's no build I super enjoy or I'm looking forward to playing. And the things I'd like to play are sadly too weak, which always makes me sad, right? So if you have a certain archetype that you would really like to try out, but you just know that archetype won't be turning out in any way strong. Big bomber drama. So I'm asking myself if I genuinely want to do Barbarian this season or if we're just going to wholesale skip it. Always harsh to like, though. Like, you know what? Barbarian. Screw you. I was having fun with Ball Sword, but after trying your Raven build, there's no going back. I agree. You're bored with Rogue? Nah, I'm not going to get bored with Rogue. I love the Rogue leveling. I think it's just right away brilliant.
Where's the warlord?
Right? Rogue leveling is just simply brilliant. And then the end game, it's gonna have to see how the Orphan Maker will truly play. How clunky it will feel. How much better you can make it. How much more intriguing, like, right?
All is not
How much more streamlined there's to streamline, pretty much. Okay, level 12. Now we're gonna have to go back to take the next quest from her. Always important. Hope the patch changes to the spires are good as they sound. As far as I heard, it's going to be at least a 30% increase in size on the spires. And that is quite significant. I mean, 30% more than what we have right now does not sound like a bad thing to me. personally. Okay, what do we think? Can I do hard, Chad? I mean, I definitely can't do expert, but I certainly can do hard. Oh, BlackRock, honestly, like, gloves are off in the creator Discord. Like, you know, when creators sometimes gave the developers benefit of the doubt, right? Like, the gloves are off. I mean, if something ain't working very well, you can imagine there's gonna be like, what the fuck, Blizzard. Get that shit under control right now. So interesting. Anything I can look out for you? Do you want to farm by yourself? Taiga, it's always farming myself because it's about the journey, right? With Spiritborn, we had the, like, for example, the issue that you needed to get very specific pieces to make it good. We put that all in our guide. And that's truly, like, what makes a good guide then, right? Not only the goal, like, this is the OP build, the way to the OP build. The 0 to hero, pretty much. Probably have to start renaming all my guides because of that. Right?
Never mind that.
Azra. Any advice on getting case gear? You keep spamming Horde. You need to do Infernal Hordes visual, and you need to fight Bartok. Very important is that you need to do it at least in Torment 3, or Bartok is not guaranteed to drop stuff. Okay? Might have not been aware of this, but Torment 3 is mandatory. You can get in Torment 2, but it's unlikely. So you might have just been doing it in the wrong Torment tier. And for, like, Helltides can also drop Chaotic Armor. The Tree of Whisper, when it is the greater Cache of Chaos, definitely drops Chaotic Armor. So there are ways. I did not know that. Well, there you go. That's why you have me. I can tell you things that you do not know, or did not know, and now do know. You mostly get a single case armor on tier 3. Honestly, on tier 4, you also mostly get a single case armor. Oh, you know what? I should probably get my pet. This one is the best pet in the world. We should get a special outfit. For some reason, the Khazra dudes are not being shown as... Like, usually they're marked as your targets, right? On this one. For some reason, they're not. Totally not inconvenient. Okay, see, like, going too hard makes already killing normal elites quite something. Right, instead of just blasting that normal elite now, we had to hurt him quite some, and then a bit on top. So I can imagine that on hard chaos portals are now going to be an absolute utter pain. Right? Something I really don't want to. Give me more eyes. Are we doing the quest on every character so I can buy reputation on every character? Main reason, to be fair. New patches on 710. Yabba dabba do, sir. 2 more days, then we got it in the evening, though. Right? Person, you just posted your question 400 times in a row. I mean, normal enemies just die. My clone is good. Elites also somewhat just die. I honestly, I think like case portals could be hard for Fan of Knives. Dens of Knives, sorry, not Fan of Knives. Different thought. It was the rogue from Hearthstone who did Fan of Knives. Said that Necro didn't get any buffs in the new patch. Necro is strong. Necro is powerful. Necro is already very viable in what it does. I don't think that Necro needs much more, personally. Okay, if we get another level, we can put Aftermath in our thingy. Where's it? Aftermath is here. On ultimate skills on your action bar, you heal. It's actually really good.
I can see through the eyes
Right?
of the other fell come
Just
from.
passive heal.
There's a sword
Hurt too much.
locked in some sort of encasement.
Oh, I never noticed that we had the hat from the one dude. When we gathered the Khazra eyes, right? But you have the hat from the council member you actually slay. Wow. Hey, Pony. How about you pay a little bit more attention, you twat? Like, seriously. Tilt, your game stutters a lot. You have to turn textures to medium, if not actually low. I know it sounds bad, but that's really what it is. Turning textures down should fix most of your, if not all, the issues. Because of graphic card VRAM shenanigans. It's the best thing I could say about that. We need to get our... Before we keep going, quickly, then, why is that so important? Because Variana gives you movement speed. What's your favorite cheese? Cheddar. Who doesn't love cheddar? Root potential, point combo points, but useless. Man the Misted Legend. We're here. Now we could add the poison imbuement. The double imbuement playstyle, if you want to, right? We're actually not going to do that for now. We're going to go with... I've been loving the Ravens build. I have a question. I have the Kill of the Blackwing shoes and the Mjolnir Ring gloves. Would that fit into the build? The Mjolnir Ring is unnecessary to do as anything but it also doesn't hurt if you want to do that. Problem is, like, later when you get like killed with the Blackwing, and if you would be getting Dinosaur's Talisman and so on, I don't think you'll be left with a spot for the actual Mjolnir Ring. Right? If you actually start adding all the things that you really want to add, so it's like might not want to get used to it. Also, the bonus damage gain is like minimal, right? I mean, it's like actually Kill of the Blackwing as a chaotic armor is not even worth it, right? There's only like a 20% damage gain. I mean, 20% is 20%, don't get me wrong, but it's not like some of the other items, like, for example, Rotten Lightbringer gets 120% bonus damage, right? Which is fairly insane. Net residual. Oh no, I don't like when this happens. Okay, let's see how terrible this one is now going to be, because this is like pretty much going to determine if I stay into this difficulty or if we have to swap. Because right now you can see how this is like taking quite some time, and we know in the normal difficulty it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, that's really taking 2 or 3 minutes. Interesting. We're gonna go for the poison imbuement instead of the flurry. Because the poison imbuement is like really good when you're actually fighting like a boss, right? It's really helpful to use it against them. Not like when you're clearing masses, because when you're clearing tons of opponents, you kind of want to have the shadow, right? When you have like a shingle target, poison comes in really handy. Let me run here. Instead of running there, let me dance of knives over there. Okay. So I want to activate the spot and then actually swap. I kind of feel like we should swap the difficulty back to. Well, I just don't do Chaotic Rift, but I feel bad. I mean, like, imagine just not doing Chaotic Rift. It's kind of weird. You could also just wait for some skill points to become stronger. Like, maybe the key passive is what's gonna lift us up. It's worth a thought, technically. I should see how much damage are we doing to you. So I said about the poison imbuement and single targets, very useful. Especially when you get him attached to it. And you have like double poison imbuement. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's stay for a while longer and see where this gets us. Play Barb at season start. Now I rerolled Druid. How easy? Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain when you start with like an inferior class. I say inferior class and it sounds a bit mean, but it is what it is, right? And then you actually swap to something that's performing extremely well, and you're kind of like, why do I exist, right? Why have I wasted my time? There's always those classes that will make life easier, and I call them like first classes because then you can just have like a good time, right? Get your basic grind in, get basically some good Paragon points, and then you can swap over to secondary classes like Spiritborn, which already require quite some Paragon points, but you'll just have a more fun time playing those secondary classes, right? Can you just twing farm the tree gift? Yeah, I could. But where's the fun in that? I mean, then you're pretty much like going to have like a leveling stream that's like 5 minutes long and we're done. Imagine. That'd be boring, wouldn't it? And I need a chest. Oh, little goblin. The ring. So this is gonna give me the ring of the shard aspect for this, right? Probably not. One can always hope. Love the Spiritborn too, but the evade build makes my head spin. After 40 hours, I should change to rake and just pit push. The rake build is also evade, sir. The rake is going to have you dance around as well. You shouldn't swap to the rake build. You should think about like the potential of Quill Volley Overpower. When I just put my build out that does not have you dash around, exactly for the reason that I myself get tired of the dashing around. And that's why we made the build. Oh, blended imbuement is going to be so good for single targets. It's actually insane. Let's try to kill the Lady of the Helltide. Yeah, you know what? Let's try to kill the Lady of the Helltide. Should be quite nifty. And we got the bonus poison shebang bang. We're almost like 4 more points with the key passive. And then when we have the key passive, we should probably be able to just absolutely demolish things. We'll see. Some knives has always been good for leveling. Yep. It's quite fun. I mean, hell, we could early play the Beast Cornered and just, for every life we lose, we just get stronger. Right? It's not like there aren't ways to make yourself more powerful, right? We need haste as soon as possible, so we're gonna do Penguin for a bit of area. Ah, look, chat. It's one of the Helltide ladies that just doesn't spawn things. I mean, seriously, they happen. You just don't spawn things. Can I swap over to inner sight? No, level 20. Your 2 builds are too complicated for you. It depends on the build, sir. There are some really complicated things, obviously, in the game, but there's also some rather simplistic things. Once you like wrap your head one time around things, like you have a steep learning curve ahead. Poison. Freezing poison is so much better against single target. Oh, I accidentally swapped over to Shadow. Poison. Did just an enemy appear? Oh no, sir, go away. This is my bounty. You're just gonna slow me down. Like, seriously. No one needs you here, my friend. You're not helping. The moment you find other players in Diablo 4 and your only reaction is, get away, please. That's probably my biggest complaint about like the Diablo MMO character in general, right? What's your reaction to a player arriving at your location? It's mostly, get the fuck off, nerd. You're being annoying, and I hate that you're here. Please leave. Envena, good to see you there. How you doing? Very good greetings. Why am I here? Because I didn't mark this as my main abode. Dead. Okay.
It is done.
Boundless boots, come on. You know, let's try to get like some nifty movement speed boots that make me zoot around faster. Viel Spaß im Kino! Tiny humans going to watch cinema today. Not often do you have good children movies, so gotta grasp that opportunity. Which movie? It's the School of Magical Animals thingy that has now a 4th part already. You know what? Let me actually do Beast Cornered. I want to see how that plays out. Inner side for a bit more crit. I could have also gone for a kiss on left, right? But not what we're aiming for. We'll see, like, if I lose some HP due to whatever, I'll become stronger, right? Where's my chaotic thingies? Right up there? So weird. Gotta say, after leveling with a Spiritborn, everything kind of feels neutered and slow, right? So recently we did the Evade Spiritborn, and it's like quite illegal how powerful Evade Spiritborn is for leveling and how much it falls off then. But it's really intriguing to see it actually pop off, right? Leveled up. Another haste. What are we doing here? There's someone else? No? Just me, myself, and I. I want to go up here. I want to see how bad this gets. Okay, let's get poison. Poison might be needed for the chaotic dude. Okay, lessons learned. We're not doing a single point of damage to the chaos guy. Cool, cool. Let's get Shadow. Feel like now that we lost the life, we just know we get insane more damage. So I might as well just have them drain my life a bit. We got the beast cornered active. Okay, only 2 targets. Put on the poison, chat. Yeah, that wasn't. You know what? That wasn't too bad. I mean, like, it wasn't good either. It wasn't too bad. I reckon the key passive is going to help us a lot here. Right? It's a Rondelle. Rondelle was a weird play. Okay, bonus XP. But now our case dude just ran away. Bruh, where did you go? I mean, not only where did you go, right? How far did you go? You just went off on a mission. We're not healing right away. Ah, less life, more damage. Right? Make the best out of it. He's still not really convincing here. Okay, 1 more point, and then we get the key passive. That should help. So we're gonna actually go back to her for the quest now. These quests are just extremely good for leveling. This period, no, this Diablo 4. What are we doing today? We're going to be leveling up our rogue to Torment 1 at least. Then we're going to try to get the Orphan Maker as soon as possible. Orphan Maker is the new crossbow that puts a fake reload on things. And with that bow in Tau, you can technically use basic skills to absolutely go off the charts. Now I say technically because you need a few parts for that, like Shard of Varathiel, for example. However, Shard of Varathiel is now dropping from actual bosses easier. So I wonder again, how long is Dance of Knives good? How soon can we swap over to the Orphan Maker? Because honestly, Dance of Knives gets like kind of annoying to play later on when you just take too long to kill things and you get like really dance around them and dance around them and dance around them and dance around them and all like. So I have to see how long that will actually take and how long we want to get going with this.
Yes.
Best part about Dance of Knives is how you're just speeding through areas, right? Big advantage over other classes. Like I'll just zoom, right? And I'm gonna, oh, I need to go back. I'm not wasting time like being slow. I'm a rogue, sorry. I gotta be quick. Okay, boys. You got the, wow, look at the poison damage on that one guy. Holy. He just ate it. I mean, if, like, you have to understand, I was here with my turret, right? Hard difficulty, no spirit boons yet. Dude, it took so long to kill these guys. I'm just here and he gets knifed. Very good. Far too nice. +3, +1,
We were too
plus
late.
none.
Too late for Alifar. Too late for... Wait. What's that book?
What's that book? This is the book of the Sword of Horazon. Okay, we're gonna take a momentum. So what does momentum do? Casting, channeling, cutthroat skill. For each second of momentum, you gain more damage reduction, energy, movement speed, damage, right? So, yay. We're gonna be momentoing around. Back to the... Back to the thing, but actually upwards now. I played in some nice Poison Trap. I do pit 93 in 6-7 minutes. That's not bad, Blaster, honestly. I'm genuinely surprised, but the question rather is how long did it take you to get there, right? So it's not like, can you do it? It's like, what did you have to go through to get to that point? Because that's always the big problem, the big thing, right? Like, how easy was it for you to achieve this? How like, you know, how much hardship did you have to go through? Was it rather simple? Was it more on the what the fuckery side? And my Spiritborn also this morning managed to do a pit 90 in 8 minutes, I think it was. I was really happy with this because the Spiritborn took like so long to get good. Again, Spiritborn is a very weird experience, disconnected from the other experiences. I can tell you that much. It was kind of cool. Now it's only outwards and onwards. Tord, thank you for the 100 knock. Whatever knock is. But it's 10 euros. I know that. Desmond used to be such a great speed farmer, but as you said, he falls off higher tiers. Are there snapshots that could make it convenient for open world stuff? I mean, you can always keep playing it open world. So like, the problem has never been the open world, to be honest. Right? The problem has never been, can I play Dance of Knives in Infernal Hordes? Can I play Dance of Knives in Helltides? That has never been the problem. The problem is more that you enter the pit, and at some point, certain pit levels, the way they're designed, you can't really properly go in circles anymore. And then you quick reach that point where the actual having to move of Dance of Knives becomes more a hindrance than a boon. Because you're just continuously hitting walls and you're just like, stop hitting yourself, right? So that's pretty much like the big issue there. So I wouldn't say it's per se bad, like especially as a farmer. So you just want to do Torment 4, right? You just want to fly through the Helltides. You just want to fly through the Infernal Hordes. Nothing keeps you from like having that Dance of Knives set up ready. I think it would even be like bad to not have one ready. Personally. Sorry, sir. I'm trying to... My ultimate skills deal more damage. And with that momentum now on, we're doing so much more damage. Damn. Yeah, I think I can like comfortably do Chaos Rifts now. Right? It started popping once I got a Chaos. What's FOF? Problem with Chaos Armor is it might take you quite a while to get, as like Torment 2 is not really an option for Chaos Armor, right? You need to be at least Torment 3 to get Chaos Armor, and if your build struggles to get into Torment 3, that's already an instant stinker. Do you need lots of APM to play Ball of Lightning Sword? Nope. You pretty much just hold down your left mouse button, and then you press right mouse button, and that's it. I mean, like, spam right mouse button, obviously. No. No build really needs much APM this season. There are some, like Spiritborn, which need you to keyboard a bit more. But also not to the degree as other builds before, because there's not much rhyme or reason for the keyboarding, if that makes sense. So there's not like, I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Like, you need to have the certain cadence, certain rhythm to be like the maximum damage. If you want to play Ravens at end stage, for example, that turns into a keyword build, because you kind of need to like spam Ravens, activate Cataclysm, then do your Pulverize, Tectonic Spikes in between, pop, right? To actually activate everything, and that's like 5 seconds, 8 seconds, 5 seconds, 8 seconds. That could get really annoying if you then actually let it happen, right? Play that version with those annoying things happening, which I don't, exactly with that. Blaster, the good old Fist of Fate. Yeah, I mean, getting Chaotic Fist of Fate can be harsh. That's why I like when a build, how do I say this now? What I really love is when a build needs a Banished Talisman or Fist of Fate right now, because you probably have one already, right? Let's say if Rogue is your first class and you're aiming for Fist of Fate, that's pain. But if Rogue is your second or third class, you probably have a Chaotic Fist of Fate already. I mean, I have like 5 Chaotic Fists of Fate. I have like 4 Chaotic Banished Talisman in different slots. Because that's just what it is, right? It's quite easy to pick them up at that point. But the poison. Yeah, with the key passive, I told you, like, as soon as we get the key passive, right, this is going to feel very good. And look at this. We're just not having the slightest issue going through these things with our key passive online. You get 3 taps full, but still in that one. Dude, I mean, like, getting that one Fist of Fate, especially as Chaotic Armor, and then in that exact slot where you want it in, that's going to be, just generally speaking, an adventure, right? I mean, my Spiritborn still does not have a Sepasontek or a Kabalaki, and I have been trying. Okay? I have been trying. Trust me. Not for the lack of doing things. Been there. You know what? I could just knock out all Carnes to get that level up, because I can. Right here, right now.
What's happening?
You haven't found a single Star Shard aspect? Yep, that's a stinker. It's like when you're playing Pulverized Druid and just simply don't get the aspect of Aftershock. Big effing super poopy. Happens sadly way too often. I'm still not sure if every aspect should have a dungeon to go for it, no matter how build defining an aspect is, because I think it just hurts way too much to really not get that one single aspect. And it's just sometimes out of your hands, right? You have been grinding, you've been farming, you have been gambling your you've been gambling your obolts correctly, and you're still not getting what you're looking for. Sometimes it do be that bad. What have you enjoyed the most in season 10? Definitely Druid. There's no comparison how much joy Druid has brought me, and how much more joy there's possible with Druid. I mean, for example, right now Boulder Druid is sadly bugged because Boulder Druid, you can't cast the boulder while moving if you have the Dolmen Stone as a Chaotic Armor, which actually makes the build vastly weaker because you want it as a Chaotic Armor. So there is so much more potential, I think. Like, for real. Actually, you know what? Let me pull these 3 ultimate points out. And actually, we're gonna get Let's see, elixirs. We're gonna get weapon master, and then we're gonna get trick attacks too. Remember the build? Oh, this is Dance of Knives. So like pretty much the Dance of Knives hasn't like actually changed, right? Season 9 Dance of Knives is the same as Season 8 Dance of Knives, as Season 10 Dance of Knives, and so on and so on and so on. However, Dance of Knives has a very good power bonus. Look at this. This is called Hit and Run. Every 15 meters you move grants you 30% more damage. This gets buffed to 70, by the way. And this stacks. So that if you move more, you move more, you move more, you move more, you move more. That's insanely good for Dance of Knives, like insanely good for Dance of Knives. Because as long as you keep moving, you have a stacking damage buff. It's like the overabundance, right? It's like 70, 70, 70, 70, 70 more damage patch. So it's really insane, especially for the actual leveling of the Dance of Knives. So I'm pretty much leveling right now with the worst. Like I don't have the power unlock yet, right? I'm gonna unlock it in Torment 1. And I'm pretty much leveling like with a worse version of the build because of that. But if we are then done with leveling, and if we're then ready to release the guide, you're gonna pretty much get, you know, the cool version that's even stronger. I hope you like that. So already preparing for the patch pretty much. Give you cooler things. Because that's how we roll in here. There's the Goblin. The Goblin, por favor. Oh, it's the Gilded Baron. Robbery. Finding that one early is actually real scam because like you will be getting so much more if you find him later. Right? Helltide farming is just such a blessing with Dance of Knives. Okay, we have 18 minutes left. There's way too many chests we can still go for. And on we go. We finally reached the point where you're like so fast that we can't really run out Dance of Knives charges anymore, right? I need more chests. 28. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see who's actually faster, Spiritborn or Rogue. What do you think, Chad? I mean, like, if you have seen of 8 Spiritborn, it's like absolutely nasty how powerful that one is. But I gotta say, Rogue is just being as annoying as always to our enemies. Like, seriously. And let's ignore the Hellborn because we don't have a Whisper for it, and it's like just really a big waste of time to mess with that guy. Right, he doesn't even give the XP, he doesn't even get the loot. Kind of like they made it useless to even wait for the Hellborn. It used to be so cool when they were at least dropping the mine cages. I don't know if you're old enough to remember the mine cages, guys, but they were so cool. Rip mine cages. Okay, we're now like playing this for 53 minutes, and we're already at level 30 almost. Damn. That's good, man. Just as an FYI, Spiritborn took 30 minutes to level. At 30 minutes. Yep, you heard it here first. 3 hours to level. It's a really nice speed. Felt good, man. Oh, I am so dying to that poison. But you are too dying to that poison, sir. Okay, 121, 2 more. I think it's their reasoning. Nah, so you're just unlucky. That's it. I mean, I've been trying for 30 Infernal Hordes now to get a Sepasontak, and I still don't have a Sepasontak or Kepaleka for my Spiritborn. Sometimes you're unlucky. I mean, there is a chase created. The problem is that that chase might be sometimes unlucky. Finally, Rogue. I'm sorry. Rogue is a B tier class this season. Not that Rogue is so bad. It's just, you know, from an overall power scaling, going through acts and everything. Only falling behind the others. Oh, a helmet, you say? Please. Show me the money. What level are you? We're 29. One guy. I miss early season Heartseeker. Heartseeker was fun, but Dance of Knives is just so good that Heartseeker just stopped being in any way interesting, right? And how can you play Heartseeker when Dance of Knives is just what it is, right? When it's just this. It's just this good. Okay, I'm missing one more to get the quest. I hate when that happens. Oh, you know what? We can do one fleeting horde just to see how that feels. And how good in Terran are you doing a playthrough? Playthrough, my friend. Always a playthrough. I appreciate the offer, but I must decline. Well, this might actually get to the point where you have the damage, but there might be too many opponents. Okay, let's see how that feels. Let's do Burning Rain. Burning Rain is really good. And if there's like this amount of opponents, it's like fine-ish. And as soon as the elites are coming, feeling weird. So Soul Spies, by the way, are approximately getting around 30% larger chat with the patch. So add a .3 to the size right now. And hope that's going to make them massively more convenient to play. It's going to give us good XP, that's for sure. Stalking Devil, I don't think that makes much sense to take because I am most likely not going to be able to kill that guy, right? Most likely. Would be like throwing paper rocks at, I don't know, a steel bar. Paper knives. Well, honestly, if you get like a level out of a fleeting horde, it's kind of like good. And you get the bonus XP bars at the end, so that's also quite nice. At the end you can open the chest of experience if you don't fall for the chest of loot, but you're obviously all very smart, gentle people, so you're not going to fall for that. Surely, chat, surely. 2 more masses at the start. Let's go. Kind of useless, but who cares? Save ether over maybe baby ether any day. Is there a way to target farm a specific Chaos Armor piece? Nope. Sadly, there's not a way. If you wish to get a certain Chaos Armor piece, you just have to farm more. It's literally that. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Because I'm German, you know? So you just have to play more. I mean, I yet have not seen a Rotten Lightbringer as a Chaos Armor, right? I've yet not seen a Collect. I've not seen a Sontag. There's so many items I just literally haven't seen. And it's sad. I'm tired, boss. I feel your podcast. I mean, that's the problem with creating a chase, because the chase will lead to this gameplay loop where you really, really want a specific something, but you can't get a specific something because you're being supremely unlucky, and then you're going to be ending up like in a very frustration loop. So the actual chase turns them from fun to frustration because you're continuously in the search of that one thing, but the game denies you that one thing. So that is then the flip side of that. I've sadly seen it too many times. And don't get me wrong, I still love the chaotic armors, right? But you're gonna pretty much try until you had a certain level of, like, I really don't want to fucking try anymore. I want a way to craft this. What I was thinking about is if there would be a way to use your mythical shards, like so your resplendent sparks, right? That you would usually use for mythic items. If there would be a way to actually use them for chaotic uniques, right? To turn a normal unique into a chaotic unique. Could that be a thing? Could that maybe be something? Those daggers, no, they're knives, sir. I know this sounds like there's no difference, but it's called Dance of Knives for a reason and not Dance of Daggers, right? I don't actually know what the reason is. Oh, is this gonna take so long? Oh, this is going to take so. Unless I let myself get damaged, and then I would do more damage, probably. If they would damage me, I would be lower HP, and I would end up doing more damage. Here, please, yeah, hurt me. Hurt me, yeah, exactly there, yeah, please, harder. Punish me, Father. That's the spot, throw things at me. Is Dance of Knives doing the damage? Oh, Dance of Knives is actually doing the damage at this point. Plus the imbuement, right? So the imbuement is helping Tom. So for single target enemies, I tend to use the poison imbuement. It's a tap more efficient. Like, see, this is a shadow imbuement. It also does damage, so it hurts them. It's like pop, 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 chunk, 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 chunk. But the poison imbuement is usually on the single target, a tap more efficient. Just make sure to have at least one imbuement running. Like, the last thing you want is to not have an imbuement running. Okay, double poison for me and the clone. Long enough. Okay, and now you get experience. It should be more. I feel like they kind of undertuned that a little bit, right? It should be a little bit more. Kai, good to see you there, partner. I'm happy you've been enjoying the guides. Okay, we're level 31. Let's do some strongholds. It's a good time as ever. Because we're like, the next Helltide we're going to be stuck in, especially if it's a double Helltide to open literally every single chest. Might as well just knock out the strongholds. I'm a bit sad that we're not doing more with strongholds, but the Diablo 4 devs said they like it this way. And we actually complain about them if it's not about time to, you know, do something about strongholds. And they're like, nah, we like this. We're kind of happy with the gameplay loop. Never touch strongholds anymore other than required. I mean, like, you don't even need to do the one for Druid anymore, sir. Once you have your thingy done, you'll never need to do it again. Just in case you didn't know this, like, right? So your passives, your spirit gathering, once you have that done now, it is done forever. It's been like this for a couple of patches. Pretty good. I mean, strongholds are good for leveling. I wish they would like have any other use. I mean, strongholds are pretty much just a remnant of a different Diablo, and that's like, this is going to be a problem for Diablo in the next year, because we have so many remnants in this game stuck from prior iterations of this game, right? I mean, strongholds are great for a first-time player, right? If you're a very first-time Diablo player, if you're just leveling up your account, if you're going through the motions, if you're like trying to do the renown and everything, strongholds are actually great. And that's also the use they still have, right? But they're not there for anyone that has played the game for a meaningful amount of time already. Oh no, he got me! Chat, he got me! Yeah, me good with that explosion. Didn't see it coming. What you put on instead until get the Fist of Fate pants and following the Mythic Raven build? I mean, you could go Fist of Fate boots. You could play Fist of Fate gloves actually too. I mean, you don't need it as pants. That's what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't need to be Fist of Fate pants. How can I get a 60 from 51 the quickest way? Strongholds. Where can your builds be found? On YouTube, Shadowrun, and each one of them has a very specific thumbnail that tells you which class it is about. That's the easiest way to find all of them, with the respective guides in there. Let's go kill the PvP zone boss. Would you do the PvP zone boss also in hardcore? The answer is yes. And if there's a psychopath running around in hardcore at that point trying to actually kill people, then that's not your fault, okay? That's literally a psychopath. What can I say? Oh, getting that dude right now is such a shame. It's too soon for that goblin, chat. It's too soon for that goblin. Don't get me wrong, I'm taking it. Come on now. You want to find that goblin when you're like a fresh level 70. What do we have here? Twisting blades, basic skills. Starlight aspect, quite useless. I hate when they break good builds like Death Trap. I mean, yeah, for tonal characters it stings, but obviously for seasonal there needs to be some shifts. I'm still not sure how much I always like the shifts. On one hand, yeah, it can get annoying when they continuously feel the need to shift things around just to create like some kind of flowing meta, right? On the other hand, it's quite nice to like always have to play something different and not just keep playing the same and the same and the same and the same. First, we gotta kill everything around him. Okay? We'll clear it all. After clearing everything around him. Pull out the poison knives. I want to get down to business. I win. How are you doing today? Is Season 10 worth to play? Season 10 is absolutely worth to play. It's probably one of the more interesting seasons when it comes down to chasing builds, chasing items, making specific things work. So, high recommendation on that one. I mean, I am now, we're now heading for week 3. Like, in 2 days, it's actually week 3. So, we've now played 14 days of non-stop this, and it's been a joy. I definitely will play, like, the full 3rd week as well. I'm not sure if 4th week is possible. Like, I don't think there's 4 weeks of content for me as a content creator, but full 3 weeks of content is actually a pretty damn solid Diablo season. Because if it's 3 weeks for me, it's maybe more weeks for others, right, that are a bit slower. And, yeah, I mean, can't complain about that. How do I get Air of Perdition? I'm doing Zeros and Hordes and nothing is there a different way, or am I unlucky? You're not unlucky, but the actual drop rate for Air of Perdition is 1.5% and 3% on greater layer bosses. So you're not unlucky. You're maybe just under the assumption that you're supposed to get that, where you really shouldn't.
It is done.
A little bit slower is not a flex, my friend. It just refers to a mere gaming time on your side, right? I mean, this is not your job. It's my job. Jerp. A jerp. I bought my gold rig, by the way. Thank you for the 19 months of support. Sneaky, thank you for the 2 months as well. Wonderful, good greetings, and welcome back to you. Chat, if you did bring your prime, so don't forget to use it. Also, happy Sunday to all of you. Hope you've been having a pleasant weekend. I hope they just changed the rune economy. I mean, they should definitely increase the farm. It's bullshit the way it is right now. I mean, generally, they should just take the runes away from being able to craft mythics. I mean, not only do you have to get a spark, right? Sparks are relatively easy to get, at least 3. But, like, after you get your initial sparks, you're kind of like, I don't know, like, binding that to runes seems like so stupid. Because at the end of the day, it will take longer to grind the runes than to get the sparks. Like, you're better off just randomly grinding mythic items than trying to get the runes. And that does not seem like the way it should be, personally. Okay, well, lads, we're ready for her. Come on, bring it on. Holy. That's level 35, ladies and gentlemen. And almost level 36. Speed is on my side. Okay, claim, claim, claim. We can probably make another level up with this. That would be putting me to 37. Dibba dibba do. Oh, that one has another 9 minutes. Oh, yikes. We need to do it. Come on. Problem is, Mr. Ergen, that, like, Eternal Realm will never be a consideration, right? I mean, Eternal Realm are just players that have to eat all the shit that's being produced in Seasonal Realm. I don't know if the Eternal Realm should be, like, just simply not getting some of the nerf and buff patches that the Seasonal get, because obviously it's useless for the Eternal Realm. Like, it makes no sense. Why would you care about any nerfs or buffs, right? Like, you just want to play your game. Yeah, I mean, that's the issue in seasonal kind of games, when you're gonna end up on the receiving end of the beating. Sadly, always going to happen somewhat. You know what? If I can continuously keep resummoning my Shadow Clone, it's gonna make for some banger things here. Yeah, but that would do. We couldn't go a higher difficulty. That wouldn't work. That was a mistake. Swapped over to the poison, staying the shadow. And for this, we really want to stay with the shadow at any given point. Better for what's being done here. We're gonna destroy that wheel. Ah, that works out. We get like another 2 minutes or so left to clear this thing. We had like 8 minutes total. So look out for this. It's like we're gonna end up at the boss and the Whisper is already gonna be gone, right? That'd be very, very shitty, and we wouldn't like it. We gotta hurry a bit up through here. While still getting the full offering, because otherwise why even bother? Got it, chat. Come on. Kill faster. Much faster. And did I get a whisper? Woo! We got it. Just in time. Just in time, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, maybe a star shard aspect, you know? We are a razor plate chat and a writhing brand of trickery. Let's go. Critical strike, improve movement speed. Rapid fire ricochets. Your marksman cutthroat abilities have a chance for Arrow Storm. That was actually really good. Random Arrow Storms, right? Should have been 3 of each rune instead of 6. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, the rune crafting per se could maybe be acceptable, but they definitely have to twinker and twerk on the numbers. That's just like the amount you need is just bullshittery. Okay, drink that. And now, we get the next Whisperer. I have to start here. Then I can go over to the PvP zone. Then I can clear the Temple of Rot. And then we're going to have a good time, right? Having 100k Opticide and no gold to masterwork. You can do Infernal Hordes for gold. It gives you like kind of 200 million gold if you get a good run with Ether Goblins. Now, I know 200 million gold is not a lot if you want to really good masterwork. So that's the only thing I can offer you. Sir, take it or leave it. $350. Don't have more.
The daughter of hatred demands.
No one here? I hit P200 before getting Star Shards last season. It was only P180 or something. Don't worry, it's so rare to drop. Yeah, it makes also no sense that there's no dungeon to farm Star Shards, right? Being cocked of basic aspects just will never feel good, and that's it. There's never a situation where you're gonna be like, wow, I'm so happy to grind Star Shards. This is like really upping the challenge of this season. I wish they would do this more, right? No one has ever uttered these words. Never said they wish it would take even longer to get something. Back on Softcraft after 3 big death in hardcore, 2 to lack and crashing. Hey, sir, don't worry. The only reason my hardcore character was still alive was because, you know, 2 crashes, 2 times, like, I had that elixir, I think, with me, so we didn't die, but yeah. Like, without that, my character would have also died super easy. I think everyone goes through these phases with hardcore Diablo, right? Trying to get glass cannon on the amulet. Yeah, no. Getting ranks on the amulet, you either find the item or you don't. That's it. Like, trying to roll something on your amulet is just guaranteed to drive you to insanity. The re-rolling of perks aspect is so terrible. I mean, let's be fair, that one of the worst parts in the game is right now the re-rolling. Like, when you're trying to get a certain something on an amulet, it's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. And there are no words for it. System needs to change. And that quick. Wonder if we can get sub 3 hours to our desired level, chat. What do you think? This feels good right now. Oh, you found the item, now you're trying to get triple on it. Oh, sir, you just really hate life, don't you? You just really hate fun. Try and get that triple on an amulet. The only triple I have this season is on my Necromancer sword, and I was lucky enough to get a triple on Finality, and that was it, right? This is the only triple I have in 4 characters to 60 now. All of them being fully 12 out of 12 down. While still actually having tons of Opticide. I mean, I have another 100k Opticide just lying around, and I'm not even planning to use it right now. I mean, for my rogue, yeah, sure, but you know what I mean. I don't have it for a specific reason. I just played the game, and that's why I have it. I'm gonna say that that's definitely a difference to the prior season. It just feels so easy to stack up on Opticide, right? So easy. Mulgars the Hungerer. You're so dead. Level 40, ladies and gentlemen. Quick and dirty. Help, I beg you. And you're like, nah, sorry. No, please. I really don't have the time, boys. I've been running Crackling Energy all the way. Crackling Energy is pretty fun and good. Okay, I need to open chests. I need to slay harbingers. And I need to get myself... what are they called again? Chaos Ribs. Sorry, you're making my kill speed slower. Could you please not interfere? Thank you. Okay, where are my Chaos Ribs at? There are my Chaos Ribs at. The 2 mythics from Grim Favors. That's really lucky. Now you'll be blessed with 7 years of bad luck, sir. I'm sorry to tell you that, but now one season you're blessed, the next 10 seasons you feel like mythics don't exist. And you're gonna be like, why do I deserve this? And the game's gonna tell you, remember that one time you get yourself those mythics from the Tree of Whisper. Not anymore, brother. Was playing this yesterday. Question: what is your opinion on Spiritborn? We just finished our Spiritborn guide, Serpent. It was the hardest to gear out. It is very rewarding to gear finally out, and we created a guide that makes it easier than ever to gear out. So if you're looking for some Spiritborn fun, I got you covered from every angle. Turned out pretty good. Managed to clear pit 90 without needing chaotic armors, right? It is very important for me. And it's obviously going to only excel in power with chaotic armors. Okay, where are my Chaos Rifts at? And sometimes they're visible on the map, sometimes they're not visible on the map. Right now it's one of those not visible times. We're running around guessing. I pulled 2 mythicals back to back and then no more in 150 runs, which seems about right. Problem with the mythics is that the chance is really so low that people attribute their success when they get lucky to something specific they have been doing, right? They just imagine anything they did actually had a meaningful impact on like what they were getting. The chance is just so low that you just got lucky. That's it. You did nothing else. You did nothing meaningful. There's nothing you pulled out of your head that made this work. You just got lucky. That's it. We have this? Man. So Demon Chan. Now I should try to not die because that would be quite sad if we manage to get ourselves killed. I like that the poison. Poison. Okay, we got ourselves a dagger up there. Pick that one up. Shadow imbue. Super clone. Okay, we're level 41 after 1 hour and 39. Jeez. It's being wildly successful. Good. If I get one more Twisting Blades aspect, I'm going to start crying. Obviously. I know it's luck-based and my duo partner doesn't believe it. He thinks there must be a trick to it. I mean, you can sell him the trick to it for like a small price of $9.99, right? But if your partner wants to believe in a trick, then let him believe in a trick and monetize that trick. So that's how you gotta do it. What can I say? When you don't want to be that guy, but if the other person is that guy, then you only have the opportunity to be that guy, right? Sorry. Okay, that bow is doing way more damage than the other bow. Love to see it. Still don't have like an aspect of star shards or anything. Let's not forget to take our potion. Oh, we still need to do the quest. Oh, yikes. I'm so stuck here finishing up with the Helltide that I completely forget we have a quest. You go for $19.99. You know how it is. Inflation and so on. Gonna rack up those prices. You could offer him a subscription service to get more chaotic, to get more mythics. No guarantee of success. Sorry. Okay. Even more damage. This pace, I truly wonder if the 60 below 3 hours. Good thing. I mean, swapping difficulty is definitely not an option, so that wouldn't help. Like, we can't go into a higher difficulty because it would truly do nothing, right? It would just slow us down. You recommend me a class. I have almost all classes to level 40-50, but know which route to play till the end. So Druid is probably going to be the easiest to progress through the Torment tiers, followed by Sork. Sork also very easy to the Torment tier. Druid is the strongest when it comes down to pits, like especially when you want to go to pit 100. Spiritborn has a better endgame ceiling, but it's going to be way more pain to get from Torment 1 to 4. Rogue I can't really say much about. Necromancer is extremely strong. It feels a bit lackluster this season because it didn't get anything cool, new, super shiny. However, the actual Soul Rift build is quite powerful. And you can have a good time with that, especially like trebling from Torment 1 to 4, really easy with a Soul Rift build. So yeah, you get quite some option in front of you. Just gotta pick the one that you like the most. If that helps someone. I mean, for all the builds, we also have guides and endgame build, everything available for you. Druid is probably for people that just want to have a good season, right? Want to have a good season with the strongest build this season. Definitely Druid. Technically, Spiritborn is stronger with endgame potential, but you will never reach that point. Right, 90% of the player base will never reach the point where Spiritborn is actually better than Druid. So Druid is actually the best class this season, easily. Simply due to that fact. Everyone will reach a nice level of strength with a Druid, but most will never have a strong Spiritborn. Very important. That's just a fact and a half. Okay, final chest. Barb is the only one I didn't play yet. Yeah, I haven't messed with Barb as well, and I'm not sure how keen I am messing with Barb because the builds are pretty uninspired. They're just more of the same in weaker. Because Barb obviously get nerfed. More of the same in weaker. And that never feels good. Okay, what do we have here with those Chaos Ravens? Spiritborn is stronger, yeah, but only if you get the item pieces. And getting the item pieces with Spiritborn together is vastly harder. To a point where you will most likely not reach that point, because for Spiritborn to really become strong, you need a couple of chaotic uniques. While Druid is already going to be clearing pit 100 speedrun without a single chaotic unique. Okay, there's even more chests if I go just north, right? Going trap or staying dance? I am not staying dance, nor am I going trap. We will actually play Orphan Maker. However, I might keep using dance for farming. So I kind of plan on doing Orphan Maker for bosses and the pit, and then probably dance for farming. And I wonder how well that will work out. I also plan to do an Orphan Maker version for farming as well, because I need to try out how successful that can be. But I'll probably like go down that route. We gotta see how viable things turn out to be, right? Okay, I kinda wanna be done with this Helltide. I mean, we've spent like such a high time in this already. I guess one more round doesn't hurt. Just get like all the cinders. My doggy hasn't picked them all up yet. And open one more chest piece, and then we should be good. The other guys are useless, chat. Said it, I'm not taking it back. Do you know, but don't you know Spiritborn has cleared pit 137 and Druid only 133? SP is obviously stronger for the average player. Yes, sir. It's kind of my favorite argument when people try to argue with you, because that's exactly what they do. No, I know you're joking, but it's exactly the argument that people try to pull on you. You're like, actually, sir, I've looked into the pit leaderboard, and obviously you're wrong with what you're saying. But sir, you didn't even listen to what I was saying. You're just, you know, full of shit. Ah, flee, pony! The time is nigh! You know what? I can just run. So. Are you having fun doing the same thing you did last season in Infernal Hordes and Helltides? I mean, yes. The activities might stay the same, but the builds I use for the activities are different. I mean, it's not like I do anything else in a game like Path of Exile or something, right? I'm never sure where like the hatred is coming from towards Diablo, but you know that in other ARPGs you also don't do different things. You do exactly the same thing too, right? Always. The different part is the different builds you're using. Let's go. Finally, this part of the quest will be super convenient. What am I referring to? Well, I'm going to go now into a really annoying dungeon. And that really annoying dungeon takes like quite a significant amount of time. Unless you would be Dance of Knives and just roll through it. Gonna get some like few annoying vials of blood. But we don't have to do that anymore because we're rogue and we're just go wee.
The book mentioned an inner sanctum.
I've been enjoying Druid. Hopefully the league mechanic get kept after the season. I'm a bit sad that companions are just going to get ruined, right? So we have a very cool Raven build right now. And then after the season, that Raven build will just not exist anymore. There will not be a single trace of the build. Unless they would introduce a new unique that actually gets the chaos power. I mean, in my opinion, that would be the best thing they could do, right? Just introduce a unique that has the chaotic power next season for Druid to keep that Raven build alive. Because otherwise, like a complete stereotype is just Gonzo again. That would truly make me sad. Same goes for Necromancer pretty much. Like, we got Alter the Balance with the ultimate swapping, which is really cool. Would be a nice unique item as well.
But we need to find more.
Oh, stay with Necro for the Armory? Nope. The Necro Army is horrible this season. I mean, sorry. The Necro Army has been horrible since the start of the game. We just in between have bouts of geniusness. Everything we do is a waste of time. Well, I mean, playing computer games is a waste of time, right? Breathing is a waste of time. Spending time with Twitch is a waste of time. If you want to go for per definition of waste of time, sir. But it's not about the time you invest. It's about the friends you make along the way. It's about the fun experience you make. I mean, I never played an ARPG for any kind of permanence, right? That I can do in single-player games if I so wish to. ARPGs are there for the experience, for the trying out new things. for the overall feeling good.
We don't have to take.
Your second favorite class this season. It's hard between Sork and Necro. I think I give Sork the advantage there because I still have quite some intriguing Sork builds I definitely want to try out, including the Meteor Sword. What I just generally dislike about Sork is the Masterwork situation. That Sork is never happy with like a normal double Masterwork, you know? Sork always wants the perfect triple Masterwork to get anywhere. And that's just so sad compared to some of the other classes that are just happy with like a single or double hit. But no, Sork is always triple hit or bust, triple hit or bust, triple hit or bust, triple hit or bust. It feels bad. I missed the season where Necro walked around and everything died without input. Hey, Necro had some interesting times, and then they were like, no, minions too strong, we need to nerf them. I mean, minions literally have been weird since the beta. Chat, since the beta of Diablo 4, the level 25 beta, where minions were in a good spot, and people were like, you know what? Level 25 minions are too strong, we should nerf them. So yeah, that's that, you know. Betas are good. People are weird. Or necromancer. And if you remember back to the start of the game where you had 100 levels, and you actually had to fight to keep your minions alive. Those were some interesting times, truly. Like your minions would actually die on level 100 consistently. Unless you did like everything in your power to beef them up properly and make them healthy. It was quite something. If Ravens and Wolves decimating runs, it's actually sad that Companion Druid is so much stronger. Like I mean the Storm Raven is so much more functional, so much better, so much stronger than any version of Necromancer Companions has ever been. So the Druid actually has the better summon build. And you know why, chat? Because Druid has a command button for his companion skills. You know, what does Druid have that Necromancer does not have? Well, Druid has a button for each of their companion skills where they say, companions go there. Right? Crazy how that actually determines a minion playstyle to be fun. When you have a button that says attack there, do damage there. Who would have guessed that that is very useful? Guess what Necromancer does not have? You guessed right. It does not have a do damage there button. Wait, a pony, that's crazy. Yeah, I know. Don't tell me, tell Blizzard. Right, I know. Almost like if you gave Necromancer minions each, like for the mages and for the golem that already has one, and for the warriors, like a action button, it would actually feel like you're playing a real minion build. No? Almost like how Path of Exile 2 does it for all their minions. I think we could level up the clone. reduce the cooldown. Actually, we could do more damage. Okay, 1 of 3. That's done. We got this one. Onyx Watchtower. Another 20 minutes. Mordin Lodge. At least we have a Reaper build now that does billions of damage. We have Twitch, yes. And it has 0, again, targetability or anything, right? It is just another build where you run randomly in with your minions, and then you sit into your blood pool and hope that you're not being hit, and hope that the minions are not glitching out, and that actually everything works, and then you can do the do. So yeah, technically we have the Reaper build. Is the world boss? No. Thanks for your concern, sir. I do not do world bosses on pre-torment levels. They are a ginormous waste of time. You know how long it takes to kill a world boss? It can be up to 15 minutes that I just sit there for one dude. That is not worth it experience-wise, even the slightest. Might as well level backwards at that point, right? Seriously not worth it. Considering how much XP one single stronghold is, I'd be better off doing like one of the Nahantu strongholds, and they're horrible to do. Have we done the Nahantu strongholds? Terrible, Chad. That was a quick death. ×2. Almost killed him before he could just go into bear form. Very nice, very nice. I need to do them just getting into Vessel of Hatred. Hey, if you're just getting into Vessel of Hatred and you're doing them for the first time, it's actually a cool experience. The dungeons are horrible. But they are an experience. And I'd say missing them would be sad. Thanks. Thank you so much for the 5 months of support. How are you doing? Second character, Druid or Spiritborn? If you have 200 Paragon points, you can go for Spiritborn. If you're not at 200 Paragon points yet, I would probably play Druid, then go like for 210, 220, 230 Paragon points, and then you can start doing Spiritborn. It's like really because Spiritborn needs so many Paragon points to actually get the things they minimally want, right? So like Druid, to get the things they minimally want, it's like 150 Paragon points, maybe. Like 130, yeah. Where Spiritborn is just way like, you need at least 200 points to feel even remotely good. And I wish I was just a hater. I'm a hater, definitely, Chan. But yeah. That's a problem. I guess Spiritborn just has too many nodes that are good. If 201 Paragon points, yeah, you could do Spiritborn bubble if you feel like it. I mean, I prefer Druid personally, so if you haven't done Druid yet, I would 100% recommend Druid over Spiritborn. It's just the better experience this season. However, Spiritborn is also fun. You just gotta know. Druid is more fun. Spiritborn is more grind. So what do you want right now? Right? Do you want grind? Is grind what you want? Are you hard for the grind? Are you hoarding for the grind? Then be my guest. Grind to your heart's desires, sir. If you're not horny for the grind, then better avoid that Spiritborn. Okay? Okay, I got myself a good little dagger here. Useless thingy.
I could use someone like
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I don't run with bandits.
Wow, you didn't target her in the first 8 seconds. Very bad. Very bad. And level 47. Get myself here. Okay, that one done. Fudora, we won't do. Oh, dude, that Legion event. Oh, that Legion event. That Legion event could be very good. You know what? If I manage to do the Crusader's Monument in 5 minutes, I'm going to go to the Legion event. Where are the damage numbers? I turned them off. Who needs damage numbers while leveling? I mean, generally speaking, damage numbers are, for me personally, only there to gauge the progress of a build, right? Don't want to continuously look at them. They make my eyes sad. Go, go, go. Jamel, we appreciate it.
An old Zachary.
Grave robber, skull in. Come on, talk, talk, talk. We have no time.
Will be paid
Brother, we have no time.
blood, grave robber. Let our brothers rest.
Gots to go. Hey, Marianne. Always been the odd one. Oh, she got frozen to death. That was crazy. Good. I've got 3 mythics, but none for my build. But he got his today, and one his build uses. Getting 3 mythics and not a single one for your build is quite harsh. I feel for you, though. Just get yourself a Melted Heart of Selig, and then another Melted Heart of Selig, and then, let me check my notes, another Melted Heart of Selig. And then curse everything in existence. Why you? What have you done? Who have you heard? Right? What have you done in your prior lives to the spaghetti monster? Have you been mean to SpongeBob? What is it? Oh, 48, pretty good.
Thank you.
Knock that one out. You know what? I still have the time, so let's go for the Legion event then. Only good thing about the Legion event is the bonus XP. You get another 15%, right? What do you get if you buy the expansion? You get the new class, you get runes, you get the Undercity, you get the Dark Citadel, you get 2 more skill points, you get more Paragon points, you get... I don't know if you actually get more Obolts. Oh, legendary bonus XP. Don't mind if I do. Please let that one actually spawn, because they don't always spawn, right? Sometimes rifts are scam. I just have to come here for the legendary bonus XP. It's not scam. It worked, chat. Show me the money. Need to get to the Legion event. Usually what you gotta do is you gotta go on your horse, right? Position yourself right next to the campfire. So you get the buff faster. Used to be the secret way how you do it. Like it's a good XP buff. Give me more XP. Give me more XP.
Hello.
They all don't know, chat. They don't know. They haven't been grinding. Come on, faster, faster, faster. Not sure if the Legion event is actually able to get done before the Helltide ends. That'd be glorious though, because then I could get myself more chests, right? There's actually a chest inside this Legion event, which is kind of fun. Right? Actually, there is a chest. The bug? Jesus. Let us wait. I might be thick in my head. How do you balance rest and armor in tier 4 when most builds around show slots filled with chaos armor pieces? So there are two ways that you probably discard. The first one is having Rahir as your mercenary. So Rahir main mercenary is 15% more armor or 15% more rest. Very good. Then your Paragon board helps a lot. Not on every character, but on a lot of characters, the Paragon board is really strong. For example, Spiritborn has so many nodes. The Druid also. Some other classes have less nodes. There you can also get armor. Then you have instances. Instances give you 10% more resistance, 150% more armor, 150 more armor, then another 300 more armor, and 60 to all stats, which also leads to, again, more resis, more armor, more everything. So that's probably what you haven't considered, like that you can actually stack instances, and it's one of the most powerful ways how to get bonus resistance. And can adding all these things up together, I mean, plus royal gems help tons as well. Like instead of having like 9% per gem or 8% more gem, you have like 12% more, and that's huge, especially on 3, right? Gotta consider that. Not only 1, always 3. So yeah, those are the reasons. Hope that helps. We actually recorded a whole video on that. How good is Rogue Dance into Orphan? Well, Rogue Dance is going to be insane into the Torment tier, so I'm not worried at all that we are going to hit a single snag. I mean, right now we're 2 hours and 3 minutes. I'm right about to hit level 50, which is obviously insane, right? So we don't feel weak in the slightest. And we'll only get stronger down the line. I mean, you got to consider that we're not using a single aspect, right? I have nothing. I have just what the game gave me. One is going to spawn here. Boss is back here. Hello, everyone. This was like decent XP, and then you get actual good loot on top, right? And if people get invaded, you get even more XP. So be a bit careful that you're not randomly getting killed. Okay. 180. Probably find a few more chests to open, right? Did you just blast Helltides to level that fast? No, it's Helltides, seasonal quest line, because that one is insane. A little bit of Fleeting Hordes, then Whispers. Whispers are also incredible. You should never discard them. Chaotic Rifts in Helltides, and Strongholds. Strongholds are probably the biggest contributor to the leveling speed, as they just give you, like, really good. Then obviously it's a question of difficulty, like, right, what difficulty to play on, because that definitely determines like your level speed in many ways. Like if you play on a lower end difficulty, then you're obviously going to be taking longer than on a higher end of difficulty. But obviously a higher end difficulty is also only worth it if you can actually do it, right? If you can handle said difficulty, because if you then play on a higher difficulty, but it actually takes you longer to kill things, and that's useless. There we need to go. Oh, that is nice. Alright, no interest in killing all of you, but if you're all here, you're all just handing out free experience and cinders and all that kind of stuff. I have a hard time not murdering you. Pony's gonna have to look for more chests now. Best chaotic armor drop is still pushing Season Wrap, or if you're good at Infernal Hordes, it's 6 to 8 wave Infernal Hordes. Right now, the only 6 wave Infernal Horde blaster I have is my Druid. My Druid can do 6 wave Infernal Hordes and always get 666 ether. That makes him amazing for farming things. Okay, we have the Spirit Boon here. How many chests? There. I don't think there is like any chest left. No, one single chest is left. I haven't looted. Okay, chat. We're heading for 2 hours and 10 minutes for level 15. That's pretty impressive. Currently pitting our times against the Vade Spiritborn, in case you wonder. Vade Spiritborn is uniquely suited for super quick leveling. Good thing is, we still have a bunch of strongholds left that we can do. Like an actual bunch of strongholds. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I need to get out of here, but we might as well just kill everyone on the way out of here, right? No Forgotten Wisdom Nightmare Dungeon. Well, do you have a Forgotten Wisdom Nightmare Dungeon? Because I only have Chaos Rift Nightmare Dungeons, right? I mean, if you pre-prepare a Chaotic Rift Nightmare Dungeon because you use resources from your other characters, that is smart. Right? I don't do that. My characters are being leveled with the resources they have and find and use, right? So I'm not boosting my character with anything from my other chars, because that kind of devalues the level experience. Makes any sense? Could you just not, like, bamboozle me around like that? Annoying. Got it, chat. Okay, level 51 incoming. Almost level 51, actually. Not gonna be exactly. Oh, but that crossbow is going to be, yeah, 66 more damage. Now we're gonna do the actual quest here, because that quest there is going to get you another level, right, chat? Bring us up to 51, then we get 52. To find some easy whispers, and I think we'll get those levels. And there's another Helltide coming in 20 minutes. I hope for double Helltide with like double Queen of Helltide. That'd be the easiest leveling now. Guy sounds like Frieza. Never paid attention to that.
He's in the blistered baron.
I never paid attention. With Zoom Ball of Lightning, crit is more important. With Boom Ball of Lightning, Overpower is more important. However, you could push technically Overpower on both of them. We're talking about minuscule differences, so it's not going to make you twice as strong to go for crit or for Overpower, right? So these are not like the differences that will really make you stronger. You'd rather ask like, do you want chance for Ball of Lightning to cast twice, or do I want like ranks to Ball of Lightning, right? That's more of a difference that you're looking for.
This was once
Arctic is here. What's the best one button build for speedrun? One button for leveling or one button for endgame?
this place.
I mean, technically you have Druid, which for leveling is Pulverize. And that's it. Druid. And then you later have either Pulverize then for endgame, or Ravens for endgame. Please do not push me. I got yogurt in my backpack. Growth. Thank you very much.
To protect Bartok. Bartok was a
Okay, that's gonna be level 51, almost 52.
spawned in the pits of
Mr. Bartok. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Poison. Let's go, chat. Big dam. Even more big dam. Wait, I can go to the portals and keep knifing? That's stupid. I mean, no complaints, but that seems stupid. That I can actually go through the portal and keep the Phantom Knights up while I'm pretty much dashing through the portal.
Bartok is back.
Now she's leaving, and then whoop. Done. Okay, that one level up. So what do we have? Oh, we got a Fleeting Horde. Yeah, that's pretty much the easiest level we can make here. Right? Oh no, actually, wait. So no, it counts. Yeah, it counts. Right. Sometimes bug. So you gotta double check if it actually says Fleeting Hordes there. Let's get a lot, chat. Colossal Fiends. Oh, Colossal Fiends, really? Yeah, let's do it. I feel like Colossal Fiends is like the worst you could take there. Because how likely is it that we're going to do like massive damage versus bosses, right? I mean, sure, they're 15 ether per boss. But still, how likely is it that at this point you're going to be slaying? Do you ever team up on stream? We sometimes do team up on stream for Infernal Horde farming. This season we have mostly been staying alone due to just like the challenges of the classes of going through things, because we really wanted to try out like how powerful we can make stuff, right? So there has been not much team play going on. I'm sorry for that, actually. But yeah, I mostly play these games alone, as it just gives me the biggest joy to play them alone. It's not that I hate you, okay? But like, I don't hate you. Not because of that. I don't think you're terrible at the game, right? You're probably fantastic and vastly better than me. I mean, whenever I end up playing with the community, it's like people just have the perfect builds with the perfect rolls, and I'm just like, why am I even playing? Right? You don't need me. Seriously, you should sometimes see what the community got cooking. It's scary. They're like the craziest things. Okay, for some reason, we're absolutely destroying the lords. Yeah, we're getting that ether big time. Not sure where all that damn is coming from. I'll take it. And we're sitting at over 100 ether like here, Chan, almost. Holy. And here, so the masses can now also spawn out ether lords, Chan. Let's go. Teaming up takes out the challenge in the game. Depends. Like, the thing is, some builds do a lot of damage but are rather squishy. So if you then actually play them together with others, they end up not feeling too well because you kind of keep dying, right? You can end up being on an unfortunate side of the game because you actually wanted to play with others, but that wanting to play with others made it like worse for you, not better. Yeah, that one took forever this time. We're gonna get a 200 ether horde. Come on, Chan. Easy peasy, let's go. Okay, hellish mosses. The mosses can have ether lords in the like hellborn in there. Okay, we're 150. Chat, we're 150. Come on, 200 ether fleeting horde. Got it. Say it. We're in the end game now. Ask a question over Paragon boards above Lightning Sword. Ask away. You probably want to ask about the Tactician glyph, and that's because you play teleport as your enchantment. If you then dash teleport, it activates the glyph. Next question. No problem, sir. Already anticipated what you wanted to know. If that's not the question, then I guess I don't have any more answers, right? Okay, how much do we have, chat? 189. With the ones that we get from the lots, 200. Easy. Okay, give me my... dude. Got him. Wait, does Dance seem like it doesn't want to attack or lock onto targets because it doesn't? I mean, like, if there's more than one target, you always have the spread going on, right? And Dance of Knives does not prioritize bosses or anything. Just its thing. One big weakness of Dance of Knives in general. Especially when then the damage reduction mobs get involved. It also gets annoying. Right? Okay, that was good, Chad. That was good. Come on, that's like level 53 guaranteed. 2 hours, 21 minutes, 7 levels, 40 minutes. Come on. On the static surge, replace Tactician with Charge since also its intelligence level. Get now at 110 and getting more than 300% crackling energy damage. Yeah, but you're like the crackling energy damage is not bad, Sarek Vulcan. But the Tactician gives you all damage to everything you do and not only to the crackling energy. So that usually leads to better outcomes. However, you're not wrong with playing that specific glyph. Okay? So you're not doing a mistake there. You're not doing anything like weird ass. Precision.
Excellent.
More crits is more boom. Okay, here, double Helltide. I told you, Chad, double Helltide. Double Helltide. Let's go.
Pardon me, stranger. Could you?
Generally speaking, multipliers always better than additive damage, right? Apart from you're going for overpower, because there you also need additive damage to kind of scale your multipliers, because it took other things away from overpower and now forced to get the additive damages. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make the Sork's life hard now. The Sork was just gaming here and I'm interfering and I'm like, what's up? I'm totally gonna help you get this done. Do you not see how I'm helping you, sir? Oh, there's another one. Oh, black. Hardcore character dead, Chad. That's how it happens. That's how they die. Think everything is fine, but then your hardcore character is just gonzo garbanzo. We're feeling good about it. And suddenly there's nothing good anymore left. The easy whispers. Summon this. Tons of Infernal Warp is being had, ladies and gentlemen. Almost there. Can almost smell the Tormenteers. And then I gotta figure out who does actually have the Orphan Maker. Can someone TLDR me already so I can get disappointed in the boss materials I have to farm? Who does have my Orphan Maker? I would have to guess it's probably gonna be like Buravar. Zer? Really? But sir, haha, you know, sir, yeah, you get it. That makes it super easy to get the Orphan Maker. Because obviously Zer is the easiest one to farm from all the lads. Well. That's kind of interesting.
It is done.
Collection of gauntlets. Okay, that's to 5. We still have the harbingers. Yep. Let's slay some harbingers, chat. We do the other Helltide. That's gonna net us another quick level. Okay, where am I gonna find harbingers here? I'd probably just get invaded, huh? At this point. I'm a bit sad. Wow, 173 more damage. Well, I guess, yeah. Great, let's go. Always a bit disappointed. How not, like, super leveling quick the fleeting compasses are, right? I was hoping for them to make it even cooler. But they're not giving the leveling such a big boost as I was looking forward to. Still, I think it's fine. I just wanted more, no. Oh, I'm not sure if I can actually stay inside of this until the point where we're getting harbingers. You kind of like gotta be here, right? You just spam your ulti and everything's okay, and then at some point harbingers are gonna come. I'm not sure if we can stay that long. I guess I can stay so long until I get invited. Surely. That is a possibility. No, just stay so long until you get invaded. And then as we're getting invaded, get our harbingers. 10 out of 10 gameplay. Now we're just waiting for the next part of the invasion, and then we can leave this Helltide already. Easy. There's always a good amount of elites here, so we might as well just take all the cinders that we can get. When we leave this hell-begotten place, make our way to the other Helltide, 54, ladies and gentlemen. My Paragon 2 to 5, I've gotten my runes up to 80, and the pit is taking 8 minutes or so around level for runes. Should I level up more before doing my runes more on a ball sword? I mean, you have your runes up to 80 already. I mean, like, you can make them 82 with a pit 100, but now you're at this unthankful point where you get a minimal power gain for, like, just really banging your head against the hordes. Maybe like you gotta just simply decide for yourself what's your plan currently. Do you want to, like, again bang your head against the pit, or do you want to try to find an item that would meaningfully increase your power? Obviously, there's still the chance to meaningfully increase your power, right? In Diablo, which char is best to speed level up to max? Hellborn or Hellborn? Spiritborn or Rogue are some of the fastest levelers. I gotta say that all characters, like, so all my characters have been around 3 hours and 30 minutes to get to level 60. The Spiritborn has been 3 hours, and the Rogue is probably gonna be around 3 hours as well. However, I'm not boosting my characters with my prior characters, so if you already have a 60, it goes vastly faster. You want to invest some of your resources. Never took again. Good, very nice. This Whisper we're gonna make level 55. Now we pretty much only have a couple of strongholds left that we can do. The easier strongholds, right? Will give us the last levels. Nice sword. Now I just need to open boxes and we're happy. Do you have any good guides? For this build, we don't have the full comprehensive guide up yet. I mean, this is a standard leveling, though, for Rogue, so nothing too crazy. We will have a guide once we're done going all the way from level 1 to Torment 4. When we get, like, an update for you with everything then together. But until then, you'll have to wait a bit. Oh, I didn't take the Shadow Imbuement. That's better. I want the bonus XP. Come on. Kill it all. Oh, it didn't even open. No bonus XP for Mr. Pony Half Chat. That face. I've never made a second character on the same season. How do you use the first character to boost the second character? Well, I mean, if you found a mythic, you can use that from level 35 on. You will already have unlocked the legendary powers, so you can use the legendary powers. Not the class-specific ones, but the actual legendary powers. You could be using your warp scrolls to push the reputation of your second character. Also, to then go faster through the seasonal board. You will have more Paragon points as you reach level 60. So how are you not boosting your second character, sir? I mean, you could have prepared items for when he reaches 60, right? Specific uniques that are class agnostic. Stuff like that. You can have a bunch of kobolds on from your main character that you can also use on your second character. Yeah. Why do you have 60 hearts? Use them, man. Sir, I'm not grinding. I'm making new characters and having fun. I mean, all my chars are pit 100 pushing. All my chars are very good into the end game and great. But we're not, like, I'm not farming Torment 4 Helltides, right? I'm going to use these hearts now, obviously, to get myself Lord Zers. Very easy for this character to get myself the Orphan Maker. So that is for sure. Who does not want to have the Orphan Maker? Oh, hello, hello. Would you look at that? Oh yeah, you could hold back Whisper Caches to boost the level of another character. Sure, obviously, but that's kind of boring, I personally think.
It is done.
Chaos. That cache of Greater Chaos, by the way, has chaotic uniques in. Just so you're aware the next time you get one. The easiest way to get chaotic uniques. Made it to level 55. We got 26 minutes left. Before we're slow. I could do Nostrava. I can do Varus if I wanted to. Let's do Varus first. Is D4 still this glass cannon style game where you just kill the mouse before they get to you? I mean, isn't that like, you know, every ARPG? Like Zmong from D3? I don't know what a Zmong from D3 is, sir. So yes, you want to kill things before they kill you? Kinda. Do you guys bother with changing affixes or occultist while leveling to 60? No, while leveling to 60, you just take items with a higher item power. That's it. And if you have specific affixes that make leveling vastly easier, you're going to put that on your amulet or ring because you're less likely to change amulets and rings. You're more likely to change any other item pieces, but amulets and rings are not being changed that much. Damn. And then you just replace. Right? Harmonicky, would you consider it pay to play that things are locked behind the expansion? You in season 9? No? I mean, that you're going to be inconvenienced for not having the expansion is a fact, yes. And that inconvenience is going to grow with further expansion is a double fact, right? But it's not like you're going blind into it, right? When at this point, you just know that there are things, and they're also stated in the patch notes and in the seasonal notes, what is Vessel of Hatred exclusive and what is not. So if you get to the point where you can't get something because of Vessel of Hatred, that's just bad luck Brian, you know? And it's all openly communicated. There's nothing like hidden in the shadows. They're not trying to intentionally deceive you. Right? Does it suck for people that can't afford the expansion for whatever reason? Yes. Yes, it does. But you're also getting like 2 skill points left, right? And less Paragon points, so you're anyways always weaker. And always going to struggle making builds. Because you're missing some key components. And 2 skill points left doesn't sound like much, but for my Spiritborn, for example, I couldn't say no to 2 skill points because either it's going to have me do less damage or less survival or less on other things. So it's kind of like there's always like those 2 skill points are missing. I think 2 out of 71 skill points, it's going to be fine. No, it's not. I want every single one. I need them all badly. Right? I've nothing to give away. Strava. I played Druid for the first time. Which engine build do you recommend? Pulverized Druid with a Rotten Lightbringer? Or Ravens? Or Ravens. Okay, what do we have here? The freeze, because we're going to freeze down the line. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Might as well stack the XP. even though it doesn't really matter that much. This is like minuscule XP. But honestly, as a rogue, you're not much slower on foot than you're on your horse. Might as well get what you can while you're at it. I think Stormweaver Enervating Nova would work in PoE too. I don't even know what Enervating Nova does right now. Then I haven't really messed with Stormweaver this season at all, to be fair. Which is the way to go with Dance of Nice? No, sir. You have the Shadow Imbuement and use the Shadow Imbuement for area damage. The poison you're using for very annoying elites and bosses. Okay. So you swap your imbuements regarding the situation. And then make the most out of it. I'm mostly Shadow Imbuing. I'm rarely Poison Imbuing, but I do Poison Imbue, for sure. On occasion. But it mostly stays with the Shadow. I should be able to do Inferno with this.
The bells again. Who's left to bleed?
Now we have poison. Really good. And we win. Oh, sword, you say? Honestly, that should give me a lot of bonus damage. Yep, 119. Because I was pretty sure that we're not even remotely close to anything.
Once I get started.
Okay, 56. Kind of want to do that one. It's so close by. No, we haven't done Alcarnus. Gotta do Alcarnus. Alcarnus is a waste to not do because it's so easy to do, right? You're just flying through it. No, it's not worth it to swap difficulty to one higher at the given moment. Okay, but what is worth it is trying to knock out quickly the trinity of those rituals. While you're harvesting the sands. Okay, there's just no opponents here. God, opponents are overrated. But if you're comparing the density of opponents here in this to Nahantu, it's just always a joke. Also, like, considering pay to win or not pay to win or pay to play, right? If you consider Nahantu alone just having like such a higher enemy density, like that alone is crazy. Right, if we're only confirmed to like to farming normal minions, we couldn't get our XP otherwise than just farming normal minions. Nahantu would always win. But sometimes, always. Get that done, and now we can just finish that one too. And the Stormcrow Druid be played without the Shroud of False Death? Yes, absolutely, sir. We have two versions of the Stormcrow Druid in case you missed it. One is the Mythic version, and one is the Standard version, pretty much. The Shroud just makes things easier, right? It just helps with the uptime of your Cataclysm. It just helps with more defense. It gives you more damage. It's a great item, but you don't require it. How can you easily get the unique perk if I just got Torment 1? You open up the Infernal Hordes, and then you play an Infernal Hordes. The Infernal Horde compass you get from the Helltides, and or from doing dungeons with Chaos Rifts in it. Dungeons with Chaos Rifts probably easier. So, yeah. And do the Infernal Horde, fight Bartok, be cool. Process is pretty straightforward.
I am so close. Be gone.
Took so long. Is Necro better than last season? No, last season he was better. But Necro has a few funny builds that you can actually do. However, like Necro is still plagued. Like Necro is pretty much still plagued by the same issues he's been having since the start of the game. That Necro feels like a 50% class. AKA Necro's development was stopped after 50%. Once you play more Necromancer, you kind of notice where that's going. Like missing movement skill, missing mastery skills, missing whatsoever. Like Necro is literally a class that they just stopped putting effort into. And I'll die on that hill. I'm pretty sure that the original Necro class designer must have left the team at some point and someone else had to pick up and try to finish the vision. But instead of finishing the vision, they were just like, yeah, this is it. Right? We got enough skills, we get enough everything. Like, this gotta do it, gotta be fine. Might not have said that as a Necro main, right? I love Necro. Are you gonna do Death Trap? Nope. I'm gonna do Orphan Maker. Oh, come on now. You think a casual player can handle Diablo and PoE, or do you think it's just better to stick to one? No, you should definitely play both. But you're not bound to stress yourself, right, sir? I mean, like, so PoE just released their patch, like, what, 4 or 5 weeks ago? And now you're gonna have another 3 months before you get any new content to PoE. Okay? I mean, it's not like that new PoE content is around the corner. Diablo also just pretty much released season. We're in the third week of... we're in the third week of the season, right? And new content is now gonna have to wait for another 9 weeks, 10 weeks, not before New Year. So yeah, Kind of long waiting time. Hey, that's just that, right? Okay, O'Connor's cleared. I should do these two here. On your planet for Stormcrow fam, there are only 5 skills on the skill bar. Do I need a 6th skill? No. You still can't spam Death Trap. Austin, I haven't like looked into how Death Trap works this season, but usually it was all about the preparation key passive and you just needing enough energy to reset the cooldown. I wish they didn't nerf the Tornado build. I actually never played the Tornado build. But I never witnessed that nerf. I mean, Cataclysm nerf was definitely needed, so that's, I mean, clear as day, I guess. Cataclysm was somewhat out of control. I mean, Cataclysm is still out of control, but different. There it is. Another helmet. Back there. Instead of walking through the Helltide, we're just gonna knife through the Helltide, right? Walking is boring. I mean, riding, sorry. Always knife it through the Helltide. Are you excited for Druid in 04? I'm always excited for anything new, sir. Yes, I'm really much looking forward to the Druid. I'm looking forward to the new skills. I'm looking forward to the new builds, the new content, the new everything. But that's why I keep saying play more than one ARPG, because then you always have new content to look forward to. Right? No ARPG has enough content to 24/7 provide you with entertainment. At some point, they'll all run dry. And then you'll need the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one to keep you interesting. They announced the Druid for PoE 2. No, they haven't, but it's pretty much guaranteed to come with 04. So the Soul Rift build is mad. No, the Soul Rift build is great. However, it's a bit of a basic Andy build without like cool mechanics, like really cool things. Like it's just get Soul Rift and then hold down Soul Rift and that's it. Right? Okay, 57, almost the level up. I could do Aramon's Pyre. You know what? Let's do Hope Slide. I always do Hope Slide. Where is the Sork at? Sork's already done, Reaper. Done and dusted. Had my fun. Really enjoyed the journey with the Sork. Had a good time. Put the build all the way up. Now I'm pretty much need to do perfect Masterworks, perfect Greater Affix, perfect everything. And I just don't want to do that because that's boring. So we're pretty much here now doing the Rogue and seeing what we can do for your enjoyment. I hope that Rogue has a very good Torment progression. Because that's like the only reason why you should play something like Rogue or Barbarian. If their respective Torment progressions are just feeling amazing, then they're actually worth it. I just simply don't know how their Torment progressions feel, so we gotta, like, try. Your Diablo does a weird freeze that lasts 30 seconds. VRAM issues, RAM issues, down to like you have to put the textures in the game to low, and also shadows, no global illumination, and that helps somewhat. However, Diablo is just shit when it comes down to that. So that 30-second lag is pretty much down to their game actually clogging your VRAM up due to like just being long in the game. Like you might have noticed this, that sometimes when you're closing Diablo, your whole PC freezes. Whoever had that happen. You close Diablo and the whole PC freezes for up to 20 seconds. And that's also because they're like weirdly clogging your VRAM, and when you then close it, like your whole VRAM has to flush itself and it takes a while. Doesn't happen every day, but it happens every now and then. It's always like, what the fuck's happening? It's Diablo. It's not you, it's the game, and yeah. No magical solution for it. I gotta decide what I want to do for the last level. Okay, 2 hours, 55 minutes, Chad. We are on par with Spiritborn. That's interesting. I would have said Spiritborn was so much faster, especially because Spiritborn was playing on the expert difficulty. And now Rogue was only playing on the hard difficulty. So by the way, big difference. Spiritborn started on expert. Rogue went from normal to hard. And yet Rogue is at the same level speed as Spiritborn. Interesting. Good to see. Dude, she just got eaten. Eaten big time. Hope it was the best right now. Pulverized Druid. Technically, Rake Spiritborn. The thing is, you'll never remotely get the things together for Rake Spiritborn. While Pulverized Druid, you only need a Rotten Lightbringer, and you're suddenly super strong. So choose your poison there, what you would like to do. Very funny, Season 10. Last time I played was Season 6. Has much changed? Yup. Yup. Okay, I want experience, not legendary items. Should be able to just fly through this here. So this is obviously also my PC just stinking right now, correct? Hello, Diablo? It is I, Mr. Ponyhoff. I would like to play. Please? Oh, we're trying. Diablo hurt me trash talking in. So we just crashed Diablo, even though it's like it's refusing to even let it get crashed. Chan? Now it crashed. Finally. So that's also why in hardcore you should like almost every hour, if not every second hour, actually restart the game. I know it sounds bad, but right, if you want to avoid in hardcore to have this happening, because it did happen to me in hardcore already before, you literally just want to restart your game in intervals. That's the revenge? Yep. That's the revenge. Get hurt, Jan. Game hates us. How long are you streaming for today? A bit more, sir. Well, we're not going to push to Torment 4 today. Because simply, I get some things to do. Get the family coming back soon from their little cinema trip. They'll have to swing to build up. Maybe have to not stand 8 hours in a row. That's getting annoying at times. Oh, so now let's go for tribute. That was growth voices experience. Yeah. 100 city. I did a United Tribute and it dropped a Mythic as the final reward. Woo woo! I mean, the United Tribute should always drop a Mythic or at least a Spark. I don't understand how they made this United Tribute that can drop a Mythic, right? And you're so excited when you get it, and then it's going to be the most lackluster experience if you actually don't get a Mythic. So instead of making it a can drop a Mythic, they should have just made it like the second count like very harsh, and you got to do this on Torment 4, right? You can't do it on Torment 3, and it will just guaranteed give you a Mythic. But just make it more like a pinnacle challenge, right? Just make it actually difficult. I mean, obviously, if you have a good character, it's not going to be difficult no matter what. But beyond the point, right? But make it seemingly difficult, so that like you could put a guarantee for a Mythic on there, right? Do you recommend Cataclysm Raven Druid or the Werebear Portrait with Grizzly Rage? I prefer the Cataclysm version. I mean, I scaled my build easily to trillions of damage with a few tweaks and twerks, so builds just fire. Doesn't require many crazy items, and it's just brilliant to play. If you want to play the Grizzly Rage version, it's not terrible, right? Just a preference question. I like zooming around in human form, max movement speed shenanigans. Just feels good. I just realized you're not sitting. How do you like the standing while gaming? Well, I prefer to sit because I work more efficient when I'm sitting. I can just work faster. Also, standing for 8 hours in a row is as bad as sitting for 8 hours in a row, right? So the alternation is helpful, but I still get like some nerve problems in my leg that prevent me from sitting too much. And that will probably persist for I don't know how long until it's better. So now I'm trading like cannot sit for have to stand, and then in the evening my feet hurt because of standing all day. The struggles of being at home and playing computer games. So that's that. You really need good shoes. I have good shoes. Being old sucks. Honestly, practically, like the wife and I, we're like, I just pulled the trigger. We're now getting an infrared sauna at home because like I have problems with my lower back occasionally. I get some nerve problems in my leg, right? The wife has problems with her back since she gave birth to 2 children. And I was like, okay, we're getting that sauna. That's it. It's done. We're officially old now. I guess I understand my parents better. Like as a child, I never understood my parents. Like, why do you want to have a sauna, right? What's your fucking problem, parents? And you know what? It's being old. Being old is your fucking problem. They don't have gyms in your town. We have gyms in our town, but why do you not want a sauna at home instead of going to the gym into a sauna, Robert? You know? I want a jacuzzi. Me too. Me too. But the jacuzzi still has to wait versus sauna time. You get a child-safe sauna. I don't know what that is. Crazy odd. But it's going to be in the basement in a room that is lockable. Right? So I guess that's as child-safe as it gets. But what would a child-safe sauna be? I need to know now. I have a jacuzzi incorporated in the bathtub. It's amazing after workouts. I'm also kind of old now and back starts to hurt. Well, You know what the worst part just is? So I have this nerve problem in my leg, right? And usually all of these problems, they just stop existing after a while. Even after having like my disc issues in my back, you know, it was just take some anti-inflammation meds and then start lifting heavy again, and it's all fine, right? But nowadays you have arrived at a problem that you can only like fix with a physiotherapist, right? So I cannot fix this alone anymore. That annoys me to no end, right? I can't just walk it off. But that's the most annoying part. You actually have to go and see someone to help you. God damn it. I know that's what the people are there for, okay? But I'm not built that way. Need to be able to fix it myself or bust. Can we stop talking about getting old? No, Praxisy. We're a bunch of old farts playing computer games. So we need to talk about getting old. You get used to the pain after a while. No, I have health insurance. I will annoy doctors until I am fixed. Right? I will use my I never used that health insurance, right? So now I get my annoy doctors until my problems are gone. Screw you. I was actually surprised about the amount of physiotherapy lessons I got from the doctor. He was just like, oh yeah, here's 30 appointments, like no problem. You go, girl. Get as many as you want. I could just call him and be like, nah, I need another 30, bro. And he's like, no problem, here, let's go. Get your therapy as much as you need, brother. Well, that doctor was kind of helpful, honestly. I just had to go to the ER for chest pain and shortness of breath. I would probably be too stubborn for that. Even though you shouldn't, but I would probably be too stubborn. Like, unless you drop unconscious, it's not that bad. Doctor referred to me as healthy-ish. The favorite part where you go to a doctor and he's like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you. Well, I mean, you know, my leg is dangling off, like, you know, it's bleeding. So no, I can't see a problem here. Should probably not spend so much time on TikTok, right? Just walk it off, brother. Let's take the maxed items. All fine. Okay, what do we need now? We need a final... Oh, I mean, I could just do another one, right? They're just level you good enough. So, perhaps. Tripped over bringing the flower bed, Katie. How dare you, Katie? Come on now. Sometimes going to the ER saves your life. Went with belly ache and that turned out to be a tick-tick-soon-boom bowel blockage and required emergency surgery. Glad I went. Well, GG, Enta. I mean, for every one of these stories, right, there's the one time where it was just a fart. I remember rushing to the ER with our daughter because she had, like, excruciating belly pain. Excruciating belly pain. She was 3 years old, right? She couldn't communicate well. And we went to the ER, and it turned out to be a big fart in the end. I mean, like, you know, for my children, I'll obviously go there. No problem. Unless someone will last thread. Ain't happening. Dad lost to this game? Well, your dad is amazing. And old, probably. Going back to the topic. The fart or ordinary constipation is what you're hoping for. Always enter, always. Any bowel movement issues. Well, let's kill that little goblin because that should give us like a good amount of experience. By the way, with that goblin, you can almost get 2 mythics from that radiance, from that like mythic tribute. Because of the bonus chest that would be pooping out. There's a reason it's healthy to fart on the evening at the couch of the wife. It's healthy. Yeah, I mean, but let it out. I'm keeping it in, sir. I'll have you being rushed to the ER for that. Oh, this is going to be an annoying one where I probably have to travel back. I mean, I went a bit premature over to this floor, but I'll just clear everything on this floor, I guess, and that should help as well. Surely. Who remembers the time when the Undercity just didn't have enough minions? There was an interesting time where, like, the Undercity just literally didn't have enough minions. So you would kill everything. Like, you would do every single event. You would clear every single floor. And you could still not get the maximum. Cool. I'd. You literally did everything you're supposed to do. And the game was like, well, shame. There's just not enough. Yeah. Sorry. But try, though. Like, try again next time. And then have the same problem happen again. I'm kind of the same with the time where the pit didn't have enough minions to actually get to the end boss. And you kind of, like, killed everything and you still didn't get to the end boss. And you were like, yay. That's fantastic. I love it. Hey chat, did you know that this guy actually has a phase where he like summons like waves of gold and you have to run behind these statues of the snakes and so on? Yeah, I know, crazy, right? Not with me, Satan. Okay, what do we have here? We got Kunjar. Hits with this weapon increase your attack speed. I mean, do you actually hit with your weapons? Yeah, actually you do, right? Does it throw out knives faster? It does, doesn't it? Well, might as well have it. Do you ever think they're gonna release a higher torment difficulty, Ethan? It wouldn't solve any problems that the game currently has. So will there maybe ever be higher torment difficulties? Potentially, yes. Would that in any way solve any problem the game currently has? No, not at all. Sense of Knife does not throw faster. He gets more damage the more attack speed you have. Well, Alex Shuzu, there you go. You learn something new every day. So what you're telling me is, I just get the cool thing that I need for cool stuff. I'm throwing grenades now. Probably use this for leveling. Right? Final push. Ladies and gentlemen, final push. Is Rogue as fast as Sork? And fast as Sork in what? I mean, right now for leveling, I've been faster than Sork, Necromancer, and Druid. I've been slightly slower than Spiritborn, but I actually had to walk back in again. Still slightly slower than Spiritborn. All in all, it's been a very quick experience. Now is obviously the question, how fast are we going to go through the Torment tiers? How difficult is that going to be? Because that is now the next big hurdle to overcome, right? You gotta fly to Torment 1, then Torment 2, 3, 4. So how long does it take for Rogue to actually get to Torment 4? And that's how I usually evaluate a class, because for you as the casual player, the one thing that's important is to not be stuck in a Torment tier, right? I think this is one of the most important metrics to measure the strength of a class. Because no one's happy about being stuck in a Torment tier. No one's happy when it's like, oh, cool. I'm Torment 2 now, and I can't get further. At all. I kind of feel stuck with my build. Terrible feeling. So, that was now 3 hours, 15 minutes, all the way from level 1 to 60. When the last build guide of Spiritborn, the assigned skills of Torment 2 has Quill Volley. Let me double check if there was still Quill Volley in the bar. Yep, you're right. It has still Quill Volley in the bar. That is actually supposed to be... I think I put Scorch in there. Not mistaken. Yep. Gotta move 2 points over. Yeah, fix it for you. Thank you. So, now we made it into Torment 1. We have one more skill point left that we don't actually really need. I mean, always a need for skill points. Okay, we got Paragon. Paragon is the standard. Goal is now, obviously, to get yourself the... Goal is obviously to get yourself the Torment 1, and then to Obol, Gamble, and Orphan Maker. In order to do this, first stop is always going to be the Den for 750 equipment. Took me 3 days with Rogue to get tier 4, fresh account, 0 knowledge on frame. We're good. My 3 days, are you talking about like 3 times 24 hours, or are you talking 3 days of like 8 hours of gaming, probably, right? Something in that direction. Utility cache, aspect cache, restore, utility, defensive, and utility and movement. Now we're gonna open all these caches. And get ourselves a bunch of 750 gear. 750. 750. 50. 50. 50. And a 750.
Did I count it out right?
Weapon. We'll keep the Kanjar. Oh, another boss summoning cache. Give me all those Judicator masks. We should be able to just jump into Torment 1 like that. I mean, I don't think I have a Star Shard, right? Check if there was a single aspect that we would actually need for Torment 1. We got Starlight. That was it. Great. Remember, we get Juggernaut. We get... we could swap over the Poison Trap build. I don't even want to mess with it. Let's see how the Torment 1 is going to feel if I don't actually apply a single ounce of brain power right now. I mean, we'll have to apply some brain power because that's important for Torment 1, but let's just see. How can you keep playing RPGs so much without burning out in altars? Well, I played 3 weeks of Path of Exile because that was really fun. Now I'm in my 2nd week of Diablo, and we got 1 more week. Then after that time, we're probably going to be playing another single-player game, whatever is released there. Maybe we do some Ghost of Yotei. Maybe we're going to be playing some... Vampire Blood Masquerade shenanigans. There's actually something coming out. There is Slay the Spire 2 around the corner. Hades got released. So there are a lot of games to play. Also, how can you play so much without burning out? By keeping it fresh. And I'm not just playing ARPGs, I'm trying things, I'm doing builds, I'm challenging myself, I'm always trying something new, I'm keeping a fresh perspective, right? I'm all in all having a good time. You like playing standing up? No, I can't simply sit. Because then my leg gets numb. And that is not a very pleasant feeling. Battlefield 6 coming soon. Yeah, but I'm not really interested in that. We might dabble. I mean, I have EA Play, so I get Battlefield 6 for free. I'm not really planning to do much. Maybe a cursory glance at it, to be honest, but I really have no interest in actually pitting myself against these permanently online shooter players anymore. That competitive bone of mine has died a while ago. Okay, so chat, Torment 1 without actually putting on a single aspect, right? Without changing a thing. You just walk into Torment 1, that is possible. Now, I would obviously have to get a compass to get into the Helltide, because let's be fair, this build with the chaotic power should be so much stronger. Like, the level of strength you would actually reach is pretty nasty. What's better, to get EA Play or the game separate? I mean, for EA Play, you get the game pretty much for free in the premium edition, and you don't have to do anything. I mean, it's down to yourself if you want that or don't want that, right? But I just have EA Play usually to get the early access for free. I mean, you can cancel it at any point you want, and then you just don't play, you know, Battlefield anymore. And when you want to play Battlefield, you get yourself EA Play back. Pretty much only get it when there's something interesting around the corner. I mean, I recently got EA Play for the beta, pretty much, right? Single player for BF6 would be a great stream. Oh, that's true. There's actually the campaign, huh? I mean, since I have EA Play, I might play the campaign, Robert. That's a good point. We might just take a little vacation to at least do that. However, like, it's not like people really want to see it that much, right? Okay, we are able to go into Torment 1 chat, and we could try to get an Orphan Maker. What I forget is the Orphan Maker a crossbow? Or the crossbow, right? Shit. Crossbow? Could just gamble some crossbows. Okay, Orphan Maker and Orphan Maker. 6 ranks and 4 and 4 ranks. 45%. This one is... Oh, I just sold that one accidentally. So we technically have an Orphan Maker, but we also have a crossbow with a greater affix. So I'm not sure if it would be smart to now swap right away to the Orphan Maker, or if I should be getting a... Like, if we should keep Dens of Knives to get more pieces. That's the big question. So what does Orphan Maker do now? It says basic and core skills that use this weapon reload. Reload skills deal 300% increased damage, and every second reload skill increases this bonus by 50% for 2 seconds. So what you're going to do is you're going to play Heartseeker and Forceful Arrow and pretty much swap between those. Okay? It's kind of like the interesting part. Now, the problem is that they get cooldown. So what you can do is you can actually play Heartseeker, Forceful Arrow, and Puncture, all three. Now, in order, though, to get the most out of this, what you should be getting is Orphan Maker says basic and core skills, right? If we're already using basic skills, then you want to have this, a shard. So this is a Shard of Varathiel, right? 110% increased damage to your basic skills, which is insane, right? So you would get like another 285% plus 110% damage, which is nasty. Now, I don't know which boss actually drops Shard of Varathiel, though. Because I know it's nowadays being dropped by a boss, too, right? Varshan drops Shard? Huh, that's shit. Because, like, the problem is that Shard is kind of, like, iffy to farm. Yeah, not sure if I wanted to, like, swap over like that. See, this is now something that we're going to be trying out tomorrow, guys. So we got the Torment 1 with Dance of Knives without a problem. We gambled. We got 2 Orphan Makers. Couldn't have been easier, to be honest. So that was as easy as it goes. You could technically stay Dance of Knives, though, because of this power that gives you 50% more bonus damage as you go. And we will actually try this tomorrow. So I think I'm going to take Dance of Knives in Torment 1, and we're going to try to get the hit and run just to see how the power level is and how the scaling is. However, I really do want to try out the Orphan Maker and see how smooth we can make it. Therefore, we'll be saving the build with Dance of Knives, definitely here for the Armory, right? So that's going to be renamed. That's going to be Dance. And then we're also going to do the Orphan Maker, because my plan was to do both builds at the same time. So we're going to mess around with both of them. Okay. And I'll prepare the Paragon boards somewhat and also the skill boards for both. And then we're going to like dish and dash between these. Okay. So therefore, we're done for today. Thank you very much for coming, watching, lurking, chatting, chat. The build for Spiritborn is uploaded in case you haven't seen it. I'll be back tomorrow for a longer session. So thank you very much for coming, and I hope to all see you there. Take care.